Even though South Korea ended its dictatorships in the late 1980s, its Anti-Communist National Security Act of 1948 continues to oppress a range of political freedoms. The broadly written act is still used to jail anyone suspected of North Korean sympathies, as even owning a book published in North Korea is a crime. Despite the objections from a majority of South Koreans and human rights groups, the act has been repeatedly strengthened in recent years. Today, security officials focus on Twitter posts which seem to praise North Korea. Many say the law is employed to suppress free speech among student organizations and to intimidate labor groups and human rights activists.
Our protests only draw a few people, but there are people trying to correct the wrong ideologies of our government. If they would allow us an open space to voice our beliefs, I believe many more people will feel secure enough to participate in leftist politics.
Another effect has been an unwillingness to criticize not just the South Korean government, but the 40,000 U.S. troops which occupy the southern half of the Korean peninsula. In 2002, a South Korean soldier received 2 years in prison for telling his fellow soldiers that the United States is to blame for the division of Korea. Even though that is the private opinion of many Koreans, extremely few would dare to say so publicly. With the daughter of South Korea's longest-serving dictator now in office, few expect the restrictions to be lifted.
Even during a previous Liberal administration, aggression continued against those opposed to this cult of security, so we doubt this will change now. The law has led to many people having the wrong perceptions about the current relationship between the two Koreas.
As South Korea wraps up joint war games with the United States, which Pyongyang views as a provocation to nuclear war, many journalists and citizens feel they do not have the freedom to fully condemn or even balance the aggressive stance of Seoul. Perhaps the most destructive effect of the law is that it prevents something which is overwhelmingly supported by South Koreans: reunification. But few see how an open discussion can take place when a permanently hostile attitude towards Pyongyang has been institutionalized in South Korea's media. Robin Mazaheri, Press TV, Seoul.